Hey, what is up, YouTubians? Andrew Rooney here. I'm not really set up for this video properly because I've just been recording some covers and I'm not really set up for like an educational type, talking to the camera type video, but I'll do my best and hopefully you appreciate this because I'm actually going to answer one of your questions. It's a really good question. Now this came through, I've been dropping, you may have noticed, I've been dropping some shorts and some pad and some hand exercise type videos. Really solid question here from Flowerland and of John. Question. I've now seen that you have some great knowledge about rudiments, but where can I see them in action? Could you recommend a video of yours where you feel like you're really killing it on the drums? Well, first of all, there are hundreds, like literally hundreds of videos of me playing drums on this channel, playing songs and lots of covers and everything. You might not be seeing those because sometimes the algorithm only shares, my lovely bald head's getting cut off here, isn't it? Sometimes the algorithm only shares maybe what you've been searching for. Like if you've been checking out the reactions, then maybe you're just getting fed lots and lots of those. But there are, just to start off, there are hundreds and hundreds of videos of me playing on the channel, songs as well as pad stuff. Now this is such a smart question, and it's a question that I had for previous teachers when I was coming up. We learn all these rudiments, we learn all these sticking patterns. What do we do with them? Like, what's the point of all this? Like, where's the music in it? Put it that way. Where's the music in all this? Now, second point, after telling you that I do have lots of playing videos, is in terms of why do the rudiments, where is all this heading? Please remember, there is never a situation where it's beneficial to have worse hands. So now if you'll agree with me that working on rudiments, working on the pad and working on your hands a lot improves your hands, then logically it would follow that anything that's going to improve your hand dexterity, intonation on the drums is going to help with your drumming. So that's a really obvious point that I would like to drop, that it certainly won't hurt your drumming. But I think what you were getting at was, the musical outlet for all these things. Now, your question was on the video where I did a 10-stroke roll, 6-stroke roll, 10-stroke roll lick. Now, again, we're not really set up for this properly, but I'll just play you what I played in that video. So it was a 10-stroke roll, 6-stroke roll, 10-stroke roll. Now, if we put all those together, now full disclosure, I stole this lick off one of my favorite drummers in the world, Steve Jordan. I'll play it a little bit faster on the pad and then let's move around the kit. That was horrible. Let's try that again. One more, let's rip it out a little bit more. Okay, so obviously nice semi-fast roll. Well, fast for some people, maybe not for others. Now, I'll try and play this somewhat in the setting or the style that I saw Steve Jordan do it. Now you got to admit, this was a long time ago I transcribed this little lick. So I think this is sort of roughly the tempo he played it and sort of the type of groove that he was playing along with it. So check it out. Hearing protection. Always use protection, guys. That's what she said. So we've got... Let's play it with a beat. A little bit faster. Excuse me. So you can just rip it out as a nice accented snare fill. You could obviously orchestrate the accents on the toms, so you'd get something like this. So those are just some ideas. In terms of musical outlet for those roles, I'm pretty limited, just being open and honest with you guys on that one. I feel like it is kind of just a bit of snare shred. It would be cool for solos or a nice, tasty, funky, accented drum fill. While I've got everything set up, I did a video on this a while ago and shared it on a local group, and it people seem to enjoy it. So I'll share this one with you. I will share this one with you as well. Let's speak properly. What have you done with my pad? Who took my pad? Kidding me? Did you? All right. One of my favorite rudiments. Now, this one does have many possible musical uses, musical outlets. Paradiddle diddle. Now, obviously, that's a weird name, right? Paradiddle diddle? Think of diddle as double. Now, we all know what a single paradiddle is. Single paradiddle, right accent, left, right, right, left accent, right, left, left. Now, a paradiddle diddle is always going to be accented on the same side. So I'm going to do it on my right. So paradiddle diddle is this sticking. Right, left, right, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, left. Now let's speed that up a little bit. So it's a 6-note grouping. It resolves after 6 hits. So it's going to work quite easily and comfortably either in 8th note triplets or 16th note triplets. Now, I think the easiest way to start exploring this type of rudiment, and in fact probably all of the paradiddle rudiments, is just to play a groove and then keep your hands in the groove position and play the rudiment. I'll show you what I mean. Protection, always. So we're in this groove position. Obviously that faster 16th note triplet part was the paradiddle diddle. Right, left, right, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, left. We speed that up a little bit. Now, I think that actually sounds pretty cool as a little break in the groove, just already. But look what happens if we bring the second accented right back to the snare. Now I'm going to add a bass drum onto the first note. Pretty cool little halftime shuffle type feel. Now, another thing that you could explore, obviously there's hundreds, if not thousands of ways that we could orchestrate this around the kit. We're only staying in the groove position at the moment. This is a great hack. If you're out of ideas for jazz comping, guilty, play it on the ride with a jazz, with your jazz ride pattern. Try and show you what I mean. Now, important, if you play any type of jazz, traditional grip. Jazz. Hopefully you can still see where the paradiddle diddle is here. So that, for me, is just a real starter for a rudiment like a paradiddle diddle or any paradiddle. Just try them in the groove position, or if you're playing jazz, in the jazz ride position, and just play it between the snare and the ride or the snare and the hi-hats. See what happens. If it's not working, I mean, try things around like I did with the backbeat version on the hi-hat. You might bring that right hand accent back to the snare. That is called orchestration, when we start moving the notes around and we start trying to make musical sense with it, and make it stop sounding like a rudiment, right? We don't want to, the idea with rudiments is not to work on all these patterns, and to, when you get to for it to sound like rudiment, it should just sound like music. And if you practice them enough, hopefully they just start flowing out and sound really nice. And you want to learn them and work them and then forget them. And if you work them enough, they will come out in some way or another. And remember, my first or second point, I can't remember now because I've been rambling for like 12 minutes 42, it says on my camera. Please remember, if you're unsure about the validity of rudiments, of the validity of working on rudiments, please remember they're not going to make your hands any worse. So just get in there and have fun. Okay, one more thing I will close with. Not every drummer, not every famous drummer, or not every great drummer is going to be using rudiments. Okay, we don't have to use rudiments to be a great drummer. They're just a tool. They're just sticking. You don't need to be intimidated by the word rudiment. You don't have to use rudiments. I don't preach them a heck of a lot. I mean, I enjoy a few rudiments. I incorporate a couple of them into my playing, and whether you know it or not, you probably will be using rudiments to some degree. They're just rights and lefts. That's all we're doing on the drums, is rights and lefts. We've just labeled that sticking and rudiments. There's nothing to be intimidated by, and there's nothing to feel anxious about with rudiments. But Flower Land of John, thank you so much for the great question. Really clever. I hope this helps you out.